Man, welcome to C Tennessee. Today we drove down, man, on a beautiful Saturday. We just drove down here to Alabama. We had to come see a few special guys, man, a few special trucks we're gonna introduce you all to today. Man, shout out to Charles, shout out to Josh. We can't wait. We're down here. It's a beautiful area, beautiful day. Just gonna get out here, man, enjoy our time, man. Come with us. Come see these beautiful trucks.
The sounds that these generations are making together are even more wonderful.
So we are down in Alabama. My guy Josh. Tell him about your year. What's the year?
78 miles.
So Josh, appreciate you coming out seeing us today.
Yep.
We were C Tennessee. We always have to say that. But wanted to definitely get a look at the truck, man. A little bit closer. We saw you at SETN a couple weeks back, and this truck definitely stood out to us. So we wanted to bring Josh down here. Got in contact with him, man. You're a great guy. No drama. He just said, man, yeah, I'll do the shoot. We're just getting started. And he was happy to oblige us, man. Even brought a buddy out. You're right. But a lot of people don't understand that. We're like a microwave generation right here. You know what I mean? It's like nobody wants to see A, B, C, D, E, F. They want Z.
A to Z. Yep.
They want Z. They just want Z. Everything is Z.
Yeah, nobody didn't want to see that from the beginning.
Yeah, man. So how did it start? Tell me. How did it start?
It started by me and my wife going to South Carolina in October to buy an all-original 77 truck.
Okay.
Drove all the way up there, got it, went to go look at it. I'd already sent the guy a deposit. Got there, it's full of rust. So we made a 15-hour road trip back and forth for nothing.
Yeah.
Come back, a guy I know lives close to me here, about 45 minutes away. So, hey, I got a 78 project been sitting in the back of the shop that I'm just tired of it. I'm not going to finish it. So
Yeah.
went and looked at it the next day. That was on Saturday when I talked to him. I looked at it Sunday and fell in love with what I seen. Because, like I said, it didn't have no front clip, no interior. It was just frame, bed. That's pretty much it. All the
roller.
Yeah, roller. That's all
Yeah.
it was. Come with everything. All the parts was there to kind of get going back on it. And I liked the vision he had going with it. So I was like, I'm going to go with that same style, but change up a few things. So we bought it in late October. Like I said, it didn't have no front clip, no hood. I mean, everything was with it, just nothing was there. So and we started on it. And debuted at Southeast Truck Nationals.
How long ago was that?
What's that? Southeast Truck
No,
Nationals?
how long ago? What's that time frame? Like you saw the
October,
truck? It's
5 months, maybe 6
5
months.
months?
But I've got a good core of guys that's helped me. That my brother Michael and then Jody and J-Day, they all, my painter, they're all local, helped me out. And if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be nowhere where it's at. So I got to give props to those 4 guys.
So give him a shout out right there, man. Give him a shout out.
Talk about Jonathan Day. That's my mad scientist. He's the electrician. Jonathan Hall, my painter. He's done some paint work for me. And if I needed stuff like the tub, get stuff painted. My brother Michael White. Me and him's been brothers since. Well, we're best friends, but we're more brothers. We've been brothers since we're about 4 years old.
Yeah.
He's my detail guy. He's hands-on. If I need help, I call him. He's there. I mean,
Man,
he lives
one thing I know.
He lives an hour and a half away from me, but we drop what we're doing to help each other out.
Yeah. One thing I know that I learned very quickly in a CTA game, you have to have a team.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have the garage party guys.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, the garage party guys are necessary.
And then I don't
If it's CTA, you're looking at them. There he is right there. I got one that's always with me, man. They're going to get all the credit when whatever its name is on the 84 project is done. They're going to get all the credit because, man.
I've tried to give credit to these 4 guys. And last, Jody Jackson, he couldn't be here today. That's who I wanted to be here at the dually. He helped me narrow the rear end of my truck. Done some framework. We're going to be doing the new gears in it in a couple weeks. Just a good old guy. Met him a couple years ago. Became friends. And that's the type of people I like to surround myself with. And so it's those 4 guys I have to give, other than my wife and my son, the credit for the truck. And that's how it's always been. When I won the trophies up there, I make sure they get the credit. I don't. I'm just the money guy. And I've got my hands dirty.
You're the bank.
I've got my hands dirty, but them guys most definitely deserve just as much credit as me with this truck. That's why everything that's going on with it right now, and that's going on with it in the future. Yeah, they're going to be there. They're not left out at all.
Yeah. So, all you kids out there who are aspiring like quarterbacks and football players, you need to take some advice from Josh, man. Always say thanks to the lineman, man. Yep. The linemen make it happen.
Yeah, my son's a lineman, so he most definitely knows what it's like to be thanked. So.
They keep you protected, man.
But other than that, like I said, we bought it. Like I said, it's a 78 C10.
Okay.
Small block 350 with sniper. Come with a T56 6-speed. I like the idea of it, so we kept it. Put brand new 373 gears in it. Don't like them. Can't use 6 gears, so I got 456 gears here.
Okay.
Hopefully we're going to put them in a couple weeks to see how that does. And if I still don't like it, then I might swap to an automatic over the winter. Yeah. I like the look of the 6-speed. It gets the coolness factor, but
it does. It looks good.
I'm more about drivability than I am cool. So if if I don't like it, then it's going to go. My wife, I got to make sure my wife can drive it. So it's we end up taking the 6-speed and moving it from the rear shift point to the mid shift point, so the seat can slide forward and back. Yeah. And it looks like it's factored in the truck. It fits in there perfect. That way she can drive it and move the seat up. But other than that, it's got a spec aluminum flywheel, clutch, all racing stuff.
Yeah.
And
so tell me about, I was looking at it from the side here. And it looks like you have really done a great job on the suspension here, on that bodywork. So tell me a little bit about the bodywork, because I see
the bodywork. I mean, I was told by the guy I bought it from. He was a second owner. It was repainted back in the late '80s. So that's the paint job you see on right now. I've had the hood re-cleared and a touch up on the bottom here, but as far as the paint and body on the side, that's from it's a '78 model, but it was apparently repainted in the late '80s. So that's what that's from. I ain't touched anything.
You're telling me that paint? That color.
That's
everything.
That's a GM color. That's how it comes. So I can't guarantee what the age is on the paint. I was just told it was repainted like in the late '80s. And when I got it, it was covered with mildew, dust. It'd been sitting in the shop. I wasn't for sure how it was going to turn out. My buddy Michael, my brother, dropped it off to him to detail it, just to clean it up. He was going to water sand it and all that stuff. He just pressure washed it and washed it, and it blamed up and couldn't believe it. So
okay. What about your suspension?
The suspension, it's running a Scott's Hot Rods full front independent suspension. It's got rack and pinion, power rack and pinion, with Alden American coilovers on the front. So it's it can go lower because I've got a Hart Fab tubs. As you can see, that's my guy.
You represent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got Hart Fab tubs, so it's designed to lay out on the frame without hitting anything with the tubs. And like I said, I can go lower if I go with shorter coilovers. As far as the rear, it's a triangular 4-link with QA1 coilovers, small C knots. It's as low as it can go in the rear right now because the chunk of the rear end is that far from the bed. So I'd have to raise the bed floor to go any lower. So right now, it's got the stance I want. You know, if we decide to bag it later, then we'll deal with the bed floor then. So other than that, it's like I said, it's Scott's Hot Rods, front suspension, coilovers, front and rear. Like I said, it rides real good. It's first setup I've had on a truck with coilovers. I used to run imports a long time ago. I was a mini trucker at heart at first. Then got into imports when as Fast and Furious stuff was out, and then I was like, well, I'm getting older. The imports are for kids, so I started doing old cars and trucks for my dad, and I bought this. And like,
what was your first one?
We built the '65 step side C10, which he still has. We restored it about 12 years ago, and then done a '65 Impala. He sold it, and I was mad. I didn't want him to sell it, so I bought a '66 4-door hardtop Cadillac with 48,000 miles on it. Bagged it where it laid the rockers and 22s. And
Cadillac.
That's my. If I could have any vehicle back, it'd be my '66 Cadillac. It was 19.5 feet long, big lead sled, but loved it. It got attention. I just loved it. It's just, it's an old school car. Big sled.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Like you're riding in your living room.
You fit about 10 bodies in the truck of that car. Huge, so. But then I got into trucks. I had a '72 C10 that LS swap. Then I had a '76 K5 Blazer I LS swap, and I sold it to buy the truck. And then because I just wanted another truck again. Yeah. So it's and once I got this, my wife, her nickname growing up was Smurf. Yeah. So she fell in love with the color, and so I can't. Her and my son loves this truck. It can't go. I've had some 42, and I think this is number 48 vehicle I've had since I was 16. So this one ain't going nowhere. She said hold on. She said I'll get divorced if it goes somewhere. So
it's
not going anywhere.
The truck or her?
Neither. Neither.
Both.
They're both staying.
They're both staying.
Other than that, like I said, it's old beater truck. It looks good in pictures. So everybody loves it.
I say it's more than a beater.
I love the color combo, but I guess since I own it, I know it's got nicks and scratches and dents because it's an old truck, and that's what I bought it for. So it's been fun. It's still got some hiccups I'm dealing with right now to try to get finished out, but hopefully get it done within the next month or two. Be good to go.
So let me ask you this: you did all the coilovers, independent, 4-link in the rear, and I see some really big brakes on it.
Yeah, it's got.
Tell me about this.
It's got Wilwood front rear disc.
Yeah.
The rear kit, when I bought the truck, it was still drum brakes on the rear. Mm-hmm. And I hit up, I run the truck, I drive to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee every day. That's where my route is. The Little Shop of Horrors is up there, or Little Shop Manufacturing now. And they do disc brake kits for these C10s. They build kits for Wilwood and stuff like that. So I stopped in and talked to Eric and the guys there, and they hooked me up with the rear disc kit for this. And like I said, the front's got Wilwood front rear disc also. And I wanted to keep everything matching and look the same. So they're actually, I don't know what size they are. I mean, they make bigger ones. I kept them where I could actually put my 15-inch wheels back on it because I like to be able to put 15s on it in the winter and cruise around. I have to worry about wheels, cleaning them, all that stuff. So, other than that, I'm running, as far as the wheels go, they're Hot Rod by Boyd's. Call them the Chinook. I guess these are version 4. They've got 4 different versions of these wheels. This is the last version of them. And I called Hot Rod by Boyd's and talked to Chris Coddington, Boyd's son. Yeah. And him and Ken out there is who I dealt with. And we ordered them. It took about 6-8 weeks to get them in. So they was real good because this was all before the pandemic going. So now, it's crazy. We went with 20s and 22s, 22 by 12s with a 335 rear tire. My wife loves steamrollers. She wanted 24 by 15s, but you can't get tires for 24x15 very easily.
Yeah.
You know, it's months out, and they're probably $1,000 a piece. So
Yeah.
we went with 24x12s and narrowed the rear end to get that good lift she wanted. And
What is a rear end?
it's a stock 10 bolt. And
Yeah.
it's got, like I said, it's got 373s in it now, but I'm gonna put 456s in it.
What's that? A 9?
Should be 8.5.
8.5 inch. All right.
We narrowed the rear end 2 and 5/6 tanks per side because I'm running, like I said, a 335 tire and still running stock tubs.
Okay.
Most people widen the rear tubs. I didn't want to, and I've got about a 1/2 inch clearance on both sides, so it's very tight.
But you're making it. You're making it.
The triangle 4-link doesn't move. You know,
Okay.
it's stationary. Now it'll go up and down with your camber, but it doesn't move side to side like a leaf springs or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have no issues rubbing on anything on it.
Real. This is a real solid, good driving truck.
So far it
A lot
is.
of
Like I said,
drivability.
I've
it
got-
sounds like you put into it.
I've got about 300
Sure.
miles on the build right now.
Yeah.
Trying to put more on it. Like I said, it's still got some things I want to get tightened up on it as far as like the gears. That drives me nuts. I can't use 6 speeds. So.
Yeah. That helps out when you're cruising down the
yeah.
interstate,
Yeah.
especially if you're saying you're going to Lawrenceburg
Yeah.
every day. Now, what about this interior?
Interior,
We hadn't talked about the interior at all.
Interior.
Now, I love the plaid. I love the color match a little bit in it.
Well, I can't take all the credit on the interior because the guy I bought the truck from had already pretty much started on that. And the headliner, the seat, and door panels was already done. It had cup holders in the seats. I didn't, with my son riding with us, I didn't like the cup holders, so I hit up Chad Burke's Upholstery and had them take the cup holders out and redo the seat. And they also done my dash, steering wheel, and shifter boots. So the other guy that done the other interior that I bought the truck from, he's a great guy. He's just doing interior stuff himself. And like I said, and I hit up Chad and them to do the dash and stuff.
Okay.
It's got as far as interior, it's full Pioneer system from Dave from Sound Depot and here in Madison, Alabama. He got me hooked up with Pioneer, so I've got Pioneer. I'm an old school stereo guy. I want everything to match. I mean, I work. I mean, I've had stereo content, systems, stereo contests, stuff like that. So I like everything to match. So I got Pioneer radio, mids and highs, amp, sub, everything matches. To me, on a show truck or anything like that,
It needs to
it's
match.
the details. Stuff's got to match. So that's why I went that way, and it sounds killer. Man.
Yeah.
The little sub gets down for a single 10, so I'm happy with it. I mean, I done got older, so I'm not.
How many Pioneers is that behind that seat?
It's one single 10 and
One.
2 6.5.
Okay, sorry. I don't know why I thought I saw more in that
No, it's
picture.
just
that you were
one.
putting.
I thought about doing 2, but the one's plenty.
Yeah.
So
No, it sounds good, man. I heard it when you pulled up. It sounds good, man.
Appreciate
I
it.
like the Goody mob too, man.
I'm old school rap junkie.
Yeah.
I'm 42. That's what I grew up on. My son's into this new stuff. And he makes fun of me and my wife because we Tupac Biggie.
Yeah.
He makes fun of that music's garbage. No,
What are you talking about? Like exactly. What are they even talking
What
about?
I grew up on is I thought really hip hop and rap. So that's
a
what
message.
As a young kid, I grew up on funk, Rick James,
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's what my dad always listened to. And I can listen to any type of music, country, rap, rock. It doesn't matter. I just love a good beat of anything. So hip hop is